Hey guys, welcome back. Today, we're going to continue with key grammar, present simple and present continuous, section 2. In the previous lesson, you learned about the present simple and present continuous forms and the way to use them. In today's lesson, I'm going to give you a lot of exciting assignments to help you understand deeply and get more familiar with these two tenses. Let's go. Before doing assignments, I'd like to introduce the formula of the simple present and the present continuous tenses. How do we form the simple present tense? The simple present tense is formed with the subject plus V1 plus the object. V1 is the base form of the main verb or the infinitive of the main verb. In the third person singular, he, she, it, or a name, we put an s or es to the end of the base form. For example, I go to school. She goes to school. Next, I'm going to talk about how to form the present continuous tense. The present continuous tense is formed with the subject plus am, is, are plus the ing form of the main verb plus the object. For example, I am going to school. She is going to school. Let's do assignments together. In this first assignment, I'd like to ask you guys to underline the verbs in these 4 extracts from the speaking section and say whether they are present simple or present continuous. I'm going to give you around 10 to 15 seconds to accomplish this. Have you finished? I hope so. Now I'm going to help you to solve this assignment. First, you need to underline the verbs in these 4 extracts. Extract number 1. We need to underline the verb am studying. As you can see, this is am plus the ing form of the main verb study. Hence, it must be present continuous. Extract number 2. The verb come should be underlined. This is V1 or the base form of the main verb come. Thus, this one is present simple. Next, extract number 3. You need to underline the verb find. Since this is V1 or the base form of the main verb find, it is also present simple. Lastly, extract number 4. There is no doubt the verb is are leaving. That is are plus the ing form of the main verb leave. Therefore, this sentence must be present continuous. It's quite easy, right? In the second assignment, please look at the 4 extras in the assignment 1 again and complete this table. There are 3 columns in this table including name of tense, use, and example. Based on the use of the tenses, can you tell their names and give some examples? For instance, let's have a look at the first use. To talk about something happening now. According to use, we can say this is present continuous. Then, you should check the 4 extras in the assignment once again and pick one extract as an example for this use. The most suitable one for this should be extract number 1. At the moment, I'm studying English as well. So, what is happening now? I'm studying English. That's what's happening at the moment. Does it make sense to you? If you still don't know or remember how and when to use the simple present and present continuous tenses, please check Unit 5 again. As you understand it, please do the rest of the assignments as quickly as possible. I'm waiting. Have you finished? Alright, now I'm going to help you to complete this table. Let's have a look at the second use. To express what someone feels or thinks. This one is definitely present simple. Now you need an example which shows the feelings or thoughts of someone. extract number 3 in the assignment 1 should be the best option in this case. I find the traffic very unpleasant. It expresses the feeling unpleasant of the subject I. Next, use number 3 to talk about something which is changing. This one is clearly present continuous. Take extract number 4. Young people are leaving the village as an example. So, what is changing? Young people are leaving the village. That's what's changing in the village. Pretty soon, you won't see many young people in the village anymore because they are leaving. Finally, the last use, to talk about something which is always true. This is present simple for sure. Extract number 2. I come from Mutra in Oman should be the correct example in this case because it tells the truth. Do you think this assignment is easy or difficult? I hope I did explain things clearly to you. If you're still confused, please have a look at Unit 5 again for more explanation in terms of the simple present and present continuous uses. In assignment 3, please complete these sentences by putting the verb in brackets into the present simple or present continuous. It's very easy, right? Go ahead, do it quickly. I'm waiting. Alright, let's complete these sentences together. Number 1. Hassan lives in Qatar. We need to use the simple present here because it tells the truth. But right now, he is visiting friends in Bahrain. Here we need to use the present continuous because it is happening right now. Number 2. I am studying geology because I want to work in the oil industry. If you learn Unit 5 carefully, you will definitely recognize this sentence. I am studying geology. It should be present continuous because it talks about an activity which is in progress, but not exactly now. Besides, the verb want is used to express the thoughts or feelings of someone. Hence, it should be simple present. We don't say I am wanting. Number 3. He doesn't like living in Manchester because it rains too much. Similar to the verb want, the verb like is also used to express thoughts and feelings. Thus, it must be simple present. In addition, they put the word not next to like. That means this clause should be in negative form. So, we have, he doesn't like living in Manchester. Furthermore, it rains too much in Manchester. That is the fact or the truth. Therefore, we need to use the simple present here. Next, number 4. Transport in my city is improving because the government is building more roads. Why do we need to use the present continuous for the whole sentence? The reason is it talks about a situation which is changing or developing. Transport is improving and the government is building more roads. Something is changing and developing here. The last one, number 5. People in my area do a lot of sport in their free time because they like to keep fit. In this situation, we need to use the simple present with the verb do because it describes something that is always true. People in this area indeed do a lot of sport in their free time. We also use the simple present with the verb like because it illustrates the thoughts and feelings. In addition, IELTS candidates often make mistakes with the present simple and present continuous. Find and correct the mistakes in these sentences. This is our last assignment in this video. I'm going to give you around 10 to 15 seconds to accomplish this. Have you finished? Now let's do it together. Number 1. At the present time, most people are thinking money is important for their lifestyle. Remember, we don't use the present continuous with the verbs which express feelings and thoughts such as think. Hence, we need to use the simple present with the verb think. The sentence should be, at the present time, most people think money is important for their lifestyle. Number 2. I think most children are influenced by their parents while they grow up. Here, we can't use the simple present with grow up. Instead, we need to use the present continuous, are growing up, because it talks about something which is changing or developing. I think most children are influenced by their parents while they are growing up. Number 3. Lots of people argue that international tourism bringing us advantages. This one is totally wrong. We need to use the simple present here because it describes something that is always true. International tourism brings us advantages. Next, number 4. Most countries are encourage tourism. This sentence is wrong in terms of grammar. Actually, it can be both simple present or present continuous. If you want to use it in the simple present, you will say, most countries encourage tourism. That is the fact or the truth. On the other hand, if you want to use the present continuous, you will say, most countries are encouraging tourism, which means something is changing in those countries. Then, we're going to go to number 5. Nowadays, more and more cities around the world become bigger and bigger. Something is changing or developing in more and more cities around the world nowadays. So we need to use the present continuous here, not the simple present. Hence, we should say, nowadays, more and more cities around the world are becoming bigger and bigger. Finally, number 6. People in most cities are believing that traffic is one of the most important problems. Once again, the verb believe is used to express feelings and thoughts. Hence, we need to use the simple present here. People in most cities believe that traffic is one of the most important problems. That's it for today's lesson. I hope I did clear things up a little bit for you in terms of the simple present and present continuous. Mastering all of the tenses takes time, lots of hard work and practice. So please be patient. It'll pay you well in the end. In the next video, I'm going to give you a few more exciting and challenging assignments to help you understand more about the simple present and present continuous. I see you next time.